Hello, once again, my Monster Hobbies mechanics. Welcome back to another Sunday. And of course, this is the day that I really show everybody the model kits, the model cars that are available for sale on our website. I am Trevor Slescu, owner of Monster Hobbies in High River, Alberta, Canada. And I will just put my website up here into the chat box. So we're located at www.monster-hobbies.ca. So I'm glad that so many people could join us. So on today's exciting video, we're going to see what we have available for model cars and garage items and things like that over on our website. So that means we're going to be looking at the garage items, hot rod items, customs, movie cars, dragsters, factory cars, decals, books, and some Hot Wheels that I have available. As of the making of this video on December the 5th, 2021, these model kits and items are for sale while my supplies last. We cannot guarantee that they will be there later, so make sure you check us out at www.monster-hobbies.ca. Our site is priced in Canadian dollars. We offer free shipping on Canadian orders over $75. We can ship worldwide. We use Canada Post with tracking numbers so that we make sure that your package will get to you in a safe and stately manner. We accept PayPal and credit cards on our secure payment system. And don't, pardon me, whoa. Woo! All right. You can use the coupon code YouTube at the checkout to save 10% off your next model kit purchase. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter, which will be on the side there. It looks like one of those old airmail envelopes and says, please join our newsletter. And you can do that by clicking on the side. And on our newsletter, we send out, of course, items for sale and whatnot. And I'm also going to be looking at doing some tips and techs into those newsletters, just so it's not like a complete sales pitch. So anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at what we have. So today we're just going to start that story off again. So what we have to start is the Fijimi Garage Set. Now this one comes with the checkerboard floor, the walls, and some simple tools, a lot of glass windows and whatnot. This is a great little kit to put together, 1/24 scale, includes all the bits you need. So that is a good garage to get. Now, if you do end up with the Fijimi Garage, of course you will need some figures. Hey, we were joined by 1964 BC. So nice to see you. Oh boy, I had a little bit of lunch before I started this, and now it's all stuck in my throat. Hooray! Okay, so I was just showing the garage that we have available. So if you want something nice to go in your garage, this is Samantha from Masterbox Models. She is a 1/24 scale World War II style pinup girl. And of course, if you come across one of these Jeeps, you can always put her on there. This is how she looks when you build her. And then there is the parts tree that goes together for her. And of course, that one is a really nice model. Adds a little atmosphere into your diorama scenes. How could you live without it? Oh, one other thing is perhaps Samantha would like a nice Coca-Cola. Now, this one is a doozy. It's a doozy, folks. This is, of course, a solid resin Coke machine, sort of similar to the ones you get in the round 2 models. This one was made in Japan and, again, looks quite excellent. Sort of a late 70s style. So that's always good to add in so Samantha can get a nice refreshing Coke. While Samantha is in the garage, of course, she will need her car fixed. So here are 4 charming gentlemen, again from Fijimi. You got the guy here sitting at the bench working on the engine, and then this guy checking out the engine in the car, and then underneath changing the oil, and one more person that is changing the tire. Now these models are really nicely done. You can position their arms and whatnot in order to make them operate around your model car a lot better for the diorama scene. How many of you out there have built this? Well, I am one that have built this a few times back in the past, and they are quite excellent models. I tried to make up one as an American Motors race team by painting the logo on the back. I got the idea from NASCAR. NASCAR on Sunday. All right, one other thing is we also have this weekend wrenching set. again from AMT. Now, notice that there's a lot of glare on the box here and whatnot. Unfortunately, I can't help that because that is the shrink wrap. So when you see that glare, you know that this is a complete shrink wrap kit. It's not like something half built up or whatever. So that's always nice. So what do you get in this kit? Well, if we turn it around to the right side, where that window is really bright, isn't it? Let me try something here. Hang on. Hey, I think that added the quality. There we go. Not quite the quality of the room in the background, but the quality on the box. Okay, so what we have here is what comes in the weekend wrenching set. So you get these oxy-acetylene torches with a little dolly, all these nice tools for the mechanics, sawhorses, a two-piece toolbox, so top and bottom, with the top opening case, much like what you'd find at Canadian Tire up here. And then we have this shelving unit with the steel girders on the side and the wood. Of course, all this is white plastic, right? And then you've got your creeper underneath, a model car to put on the shelf, and the mechanic, the cowboy hat choice or baseball cap, and two other choices of arms. So this could work with those Fijimi mechanics. And then this is what the set looks like once you get all the pieces together, with the exception of the car. And then there's all these nice decals in here too. This is a 72 Chevy Nova. My sister actually had the Pontiac Acadian, which was the Canadian version of this. The grill was a bit different. But at any rate, if you look at some of those car show videos I have on this channel, you'll see a few Acadians in there. They are pretty rare. Oh, we're starting to get a little build-up here. Okay, next up we've got the Tip Top Shop, another one of the pardon me, AMT 125th Scale Garage Series. There's 3 in that set, and I'll show you the third one in just a moment. So what do you get in here? Well, 2 more mechanics. This gentleman here looks like he's changing a tire. And then you get the nice workbench with the pegboard back and a vise on there, as well as a vintage pop machine. So this would go well with that doozy Coca-Cola one. And then we've got our jack and jack stands and engine hoist, air compressor. And then let's get this up close here. Garage accessories. So you see all the different, there's a fire extinguisher in there. There's oil cans. There's an oil pan and whatever this thing is. And then a oil drum with the spout on the top, and then a box of oil cans. So if we take a look at how AMT used them in their garage diorama, let's see, try to get my optimal picture here. So you can see the mechanics working around here. They actually don't really look like they're in the right position to be working on this car in any effective way, but there they are. And then you get a nice big decal sheet. So how big are these decal sheets in here? Well, you can kind of see there that it would be pretty big. So I'm assuming that it is the size of underneath the box. So if anyone's built these, kindly let me know. And finally, we have the third set. This is the Get On Up set. This is the one with the hydraulic 2-post lift system. And again, there's that van up here. Oh no, that's still the same, the Nova. So this is how it looks on the side. Once you build it up, you get that nice pad on here, as well as the hoists and the mechanic and a big decal sheet. So if you look on the side here, you actually see there's the mechanic. You get the air line with the impact socket gun, and that would hook onto the air compressor from your Tip Top Shop, which is right down here. So that compressor and that air hose would hook together for your hydraulic lift. And then the lift does go up and down, and the arms swing out, and then these telescope out to fit underneath your car. So they will fit a variety of different AMT kits and will look excellent on your shelf, or actually I guess on your garage diorama. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of a build up here on our garage. So let's just take the garage out of the way for a minute. So now that we have, I moved the camera. So now that we have our garage and figures for our garage and the very lovely Samantha, we need some vehicles for the garage. So now This is a little bit smaller. This is a 1/32 scale Lindbergh kit. Now it's not 1/24, so it wouldn't quite work out, but I thought I would show these because we're getting into our hot rods now. So here we have the Lucky Bucket from Lindbergh and the Super Roadster. Now these two kits are awesome, and I remember them from Lindbergh of old. Hey, Rod Rages, how's it going? Greetings from Texas North, which is Alberta. All right, so getting back to this, this course is our Sunday sales show. So if you're unfamiliar with the model car kits we have at our website, I'm now showing what's available. Okay, carrying on. These two kits are great. I had bought a bunch of these when I was a kid, when they were still part of the Slick Slacks series. So that came out in 73. Now, I didn't buy them in 73, but I did buy them in about 1984, I believe. And they were still available at a little, what do you call it? A little gift shop out in Horseshoe Bay. So those are fun. But this is the first time you actually get these model kits with chrome, because the original ones, they were all molded in sort of a beige tan plastic. So this is the upgraded version. This came out just a few years ago. And here are the cool factors. So you can build this as either a Model T bucket type thing with an engine in the back, with these great exhaust pipes shooting out through the back here, sort of a land speed record car. And then you can also build it as the Scoopster, which is more of an oval track race kind of car. So that one is a lot of fun. The rear mill bucket here is what they call the other one. And then on the other side, you get the street roadster, which again has the fenders, which are sort of illegal because then they're not throwing dirt into everybody in behind. And then you have the altered, or the B altered Deuce. So this, of course, is a Model A B Roadster with the big motor in here. Now these motors, I do believe, are the Chevy 327s. And this one, again, comes with a nice roll cage. So these kits are really awesome. Working on them with my daughters. And the other part of it is you get this nice cardboard display area, like a 1965 Oakland Road Show or something like that. So again, a very nice kit that we have available now at www.monster-hobbies.ca. So let's get back to the 1/25th scale, where we can actually utilize a model kit in our garage. So here we have the Green Hornet Ford T Show and Go Roadster. This one's been out of production for a little while. What is nice about this one is you can build it up as this sort of rail dragster type thing. And you can also add the T bucket onto it just to have it as a street roadster. There is one seat molded centrally, or that is mounted centrally in between the frame rails, as well as a center mounted steering wheel. But again, a very cool kit from Revel Monogram. And there's a bunch of the information on the side. So that you'll find on our website. Now for a nice 2-in-1 roadster, we have the Ford Model A Rat Rod, and this one is really cool as well. You have the choice of building it as the rusty rod configuration with the posable wheels, sort of a 1950s style, maybe even 1948. So what kind of engine is in there? Well, we have the regular stock Model A motor, and then we have the one with the dual carbs. And this other car here is the beach version, so sort of a early 1960s Beach Boy style. As you can see, it's got the opening doors. So again, quite an advanced kit. This one is skill level 3. That's more what the car looks like with, of course, the nice wire wheels. So skill level 3 kit for ages 12 and up. And it has 187 parts, and it measures 8¼ inches long. So again, quite a nice one, all available for you at monster-hobbies.ca. We ship worldwide. So now if you need some custom cars, we have this great Tom Daniels Street Fighter car. Now this one again is 1/24 scale. It says a Super Sanitary Z, Z28 powered, a Snarlin car killer in 1/24 scale. Sorry, I'm reading this in reverse because the camera's going backwards. But if any of you had the old Hot Wheels catalog from 1968, the one that came in with the The Roadrunner set, for example, they showed this car in there. And there it is on the back. Now, this, of course, is a current repop. Came out in, you can hear a motorbike in the background. Let's see, did I lose momentum here? Came out in 2014. Measures 8 and 7/16 inches long and has 72 parts molded in orange, and does include the water slide decals. So you just get the decal sheet wet and slide off the ones onto the body, pat it down with some toilet paper or something, and then use some Solvacet on the top just to get it all nice. Decals seem to work really well if you paint the model first. They don't quite work as nicely on straight plastic. I guess it's because the paint has a little bit of a tooth to catch onto. So if you like movie cars, here is a nice Fireball 500 car. This is from the George Barris collection, skill level 2. Now, Fireball 500 was a movie about Frankie Avalon racing race cars, and this is the SSXR Barracuda, as seen in the American International Pictures movie of Fireball 500. So there it is on from a rear 3/4 view. So again, another really cool one. This one has a Hemi in there, actually. Not quite a split ram. And then you got the dual cockpits and the side view. So if you wanted to make a car for Robin from Batman, this one would actually look pretty cool. Just you got to paint it different. Maybe red with the Robin R and the yellow circle on there or something. Anyway, I will leave that choice up to you. So we have one more movie car, and that is the Austin Powers Corvette. Now, this is the one with Felicity Shagwell, as you can see. There she is. Haha. And again, the American version of this from, I think it was The Spy That Shagged Me. All right. Behave. Okay, so they've got the American flag here and the stripes coming off. This is quite the large decal set. Skill level 3. I've built this as a regular Corvette, and it's a very nice kit from Revel. There's the Corvette motor up there. Forget the cubic inches on it. I don't think it says. But this one is 6 7/8 inches long and is 123 pieces molded in white. So again, quite a nice model kit. Easy to build and sealed in the shrink wrap. Okay. So who likes drag racing? Well, if you like drag racing, I have some down here for you. So let's just get right into that. So here we have the Miss Deal Funny Car. This is, hey Gustavo, how are you doing? Welcome to our Sunday Sell My Models show. These are all the ones you'll find at www.monster-hobbies.ca. So I'm getting into dragsters here, and the first one I have is the 1953 Studebaker Miss Deal Funny Car. This one has a one-piece body and is molded basically as if it was fiberglass. Then underneath we've got this nice frame rail and engine assembly. There is a firewall just right in here, and then driver's seat, not a passenger seat. And then we have the nice wheels and the factory style reverse chrome steel wheels. This kit originally came out in 1967. And as you can see, it opens up sort of clamshell style, and then it's got the roll bar and everything in there. So another really awesome looking model car kit. So this one originally came out in 1967, but I do believe this one is actually a repop from 95, because I know they have refreshed this, and I've actually done an unboxing on this one, and that is in the videos on my channel. Sorry, I got distracted. I get the Facebook post that comes across the bottom, and it says Trevor Ursulescu, thank you. And I don't know who that's from or what that's about, so I'll have to find out in a minute. Anyway, coming up next into our sports drags machines and everything else, we have this 1955 Jude Box Ford. Now, this one is a modified stalker. Oh, the wrong side here. So it's not really a funny car. It's a big car based on a regular frame. And as you can see, you've got some NOS in the back here. and full frame roll cage and everything in here. There's our engine up front, the big Ford 429 supermotor with the dual carburetors and a blower system. And then there it is at the back. So again, quite a nice model. Length is 8.5 inches long, 115 parts with waterslide decals molded in white plastic. So very easy to paint and primer and all the rest of that great stuff. Skill level 2, ages 10 and up. Now, I've noticed that a lot of people are building this one recently on the Facebook groups. Uh, Atlantis, came up with a current version, and they have the big Atlantis logo on here. But this is the Revel version from earlier. As you can see, it's the 1955 Chevy Funny Car, the Tom Mongoose McGowan version. Skill level 10, 124 scale for, skill level 2 for ages 10, 124 scale. And then here we have the side view of it. And again, the body is removable, actually flips up on this chassis. So you can see the big motor sitting in there and the nice wheels, the 2 drag chutes in the back and the wheelie bars. So again, quite a nice model. Measures 9 3/4 inches long, 84 parts. So quite, not too many. So quite easy to assemble. And what else? Molded in white with waterslide decals. So again, another great kit from Ravel. And that will bring us into the early 60s. So here we have the Hurst Harry Olds. This is the crowd-pleasing funny car. 1964 BC says that he built the 57 car, and it was quite nice. So yeah, so this one has 2 engines, one in the front, one in the back, as you can see there. And they are the big Oldsmobile motors, and they are mounted on the Toronado front-wheel drive differential. Oh my goodness, yeah. So they got front-wheel drive, and they're mounted in reverse from each other, and they're operating off the 2 back wheels. And these are all slicks in here, and then you do get the nice roll cage and instrument panel with the 2 seats. And there's what it looks like from the side view. So again, another cool one for your drag strip diorama. And since we're on the subject of Hurst cars, Hurst Performance, I also have the Hemi Underglass. So this is, of course, the 67 Barracuda. And this is a re-release in the Nostalgic series under RC2. The earlier editions of this kit had the car actually facing the other direction with the back being visible. But imagine owning both of these and building a nice Hurst Hemi type diorama for drag racing. Would that ever be a cool one, eh? So yeah, again, and this one has the easy frame for it. So you could build both of these cars basically on a weekend. Get them as a pair, because then that way you only need to do the gold once. Just get a lot of that gold color, and they'll both match and be accurate. And then you need the gloss black in here for stripes and everything as well. So again, some very cool ones. And finally, blasting down that 1/4 mile is the Revel Jungle Gym Rail Dragster. This one is really long, skill level 3. For ages 12 and up, 1/25 scale, you do get a figure, so he can hang out with Samantha there. And then you get that nice long dragster, the safety dragster with the motor in behind the driver. In case anything blows on the motor, all the fire, smoke, oil, and whatever goes behind the driver instead of right in their face like the 60s rails. And this one measures a colossal 10 5/16 inches long, has 119 parts, and again is molded in white with waterslide decals. So that brings us to factory stock cars. So let's just bring these over. A nice big stack. All right, let's start with the 1954 Hudson Hornet Special. This one is from Mobius Models, and again, a very nice car. Hudson had just upgraded their 1952 type series of cars. This still has a step-down platform in it, and as you can see, the sheet metal is upgraded, almost sort of like a 51 Ford in here, or 50 Ford. Sorry, I'm dropping everything. None of the models were hurt in the production of this video. Anyway, so there you can see we've got the nice side body on here. There is a lot of chrome, but this roofline again is Doc Hudson style, just so you know. And then here we've got the front of the car. So again, another beautiful one. And there you are. So that one is currently available at our website. And then we have the upgraded Hudson Hornet Club Coupe. So again, or Coupe. So again, you can see that roof line on there from the earlier Hudsons, but the front end has been redesigned for a more clean look. This one I like. It's black model car, and then you've got your nice wire wheels on there. Comes with the twin H power motor with the dual air cleaners, and this being a Mobius kit, you know you're going to end up with that nice full color instruction sheet, which is always beautiful to look at. I got to see if my friend James has one of these that I could unbox in the future, just to show you how awesome these Mobius models are. How many have built one of those? Just let us know on the side. Oh, we're now joined by Big Charlie. How's it going, Big Charlie? So today we're taking a look at the model cars that are available. Of course, this is Sunday sales day. So here's another one, the Revel 68 Volkswagen Beetle. This one is a really nice one. You can build it either left or right hand side instrument panel for the different countries you want it to be in. So a scale level 2 kit for ages 10 and up and 1/24 scale. You could put Samantha. I wonder if you could put Samantha inside the seat on this thing. You know, I don't know if anybody's actually tried to do that, but you could do it here. So there you get the flat opposed 4. Remember that this is the hood and this is the trunk, with the engine being mounted in the back. So again, quite a cool little model. This one is 6 3/4 inches long with 125 parts, molded in white with our water slide decals. It is a California Wheels edition. So, well, yeah, Samantha would fit perfect in that because she's wearing that bathing suit. Now you might notice there's 2 cars missing from last week because I sold them. But I don't know if you'll know which ones are missing. So you have to go back and look at the video again. Here we have the Ravel 1990 Mustang Lx 5.0. And what's cool about this one is that motor was designed for the police department, for the highway patrol. And Ford actually put some into production model Fox body cars back in 1990. And I do believe they got in trouble for that. This is a scale level 3 kit for ages 12 up, 1/25 scale. And then as you can see, the 2 motors between the police version and the street version are identical, except for the color of the air intake, or the plenum, I guess, fuel injection plenum. There's the different instrument dashboard arrangements. You can see the police radio sitting in here for the police option. Then you get the stock wheels as well as the highway patrol decals off the back. So another pretty amazing kit. Length is 7 1/4 inches long, 127 parts, molded in white. In case you're wondering what one of the cars is that sold, it is the Ford 1957 Del Rio wagon with the police option. So that is one I actually sold last week. And the other is the Ed Roth Rod Agent. Hey, there's number 1. Hello, welcome to our Sunday sales thing. Okay, so I've just taken a look at all the model cars, and we'll just move those out of the way for a sec. Now, to continue dressing up the model cars, we do have some bare metal foil. I've got aluminum sheet, as well as gold and copper. Oh, that's still gold. There, copper. Last week I actually separated these out because I do have quite a few duplicates in here. And I also have the black chrome. That would be on your Mustang for going around those windows. And then for those 1/32 scale model cars, I have these nice racing stripes with the numbers inside them that you could use. These are Ultracal Decals. They are the advanced high definition racing decals. So you peel them off the sheet. They're stickers, really. You peel them off, pry them up with your hobby blade and whatnot, apply them onto your model, oh, I guess I'm doing this backwards. So you apply them onto the model and then press down, and they will conform to any surface. And it doesn't require the water slide type technique. All you need is the hobby knife, tweezers, and some thumbtacks, which I don't think they really show you what the thumbtacks are used for. At any rate, and then if you don't want the stripes, we also just have the bare numbers. You could use these for 25th scale as well. And speaking of decals, I actually have some for if you want to do Monster Hobbies vehicles. So I've got this one, which will fit on the side of a bigger van model, like our Coca-Cola van. That's our website and everything, just like on my t-shirt here. Then I've got these medium-sized ones in left and right-hand side, as you can see. And then we also have these little tiny ones in right and left-hand side. Now, these little tiny ones are designed to fit on the Hot Wheels Super Van. This is one I modified up just to make it into a unique Monster Hobbies van. And then the other one, well, it's the same decal, but there's my other van. When I was a kid, I painted these wheels red and like completely caked them over. I sanded off the paint on the bottom. Be interesting to see how this would go down the track. Did a little masking, taped up the roof. So if you need hobby supplies like knife blades and whatnot, I also have those available. And we have, this is a Big Charlie type thing, these great big Coca-Cola decals. These ones are designed to go on that Fruhoff trailer down here. And these smaller round ones you could put on the side of the cab. So again, something for Christmas, for the holidays, for all the big model truck builders that want a little extra display here and there. Okay, let's just clear this off a little. What do I have next? Well, we've got some nice books. Yeah. That weigh a ton. Actually, let me put them on this. I don't want them to compress a model car underneath there. All right, we have first up the Lagonda Heritage. So this is a really cool car company. Lagonda's founder, William Gunn, first came to England from Ohio as an opera singer. His immortality, however, was one not on the stage, but in the engineering workshop. The two-seater coupe light car of 1913 was followed by the exquisite and technically innovative Tourers, Saloons, Semi-Sports, 2-liter high and low chassis models of the 1920s and their 1930s 3-liter development. Richard Byrd has photographed the legendary M45 that won Le Mans in 1935 and the 1937 Rapide fitted with W.O. Bentley's V12 that could accelerate from 7 to 105 miles per hour in top gear. And that is one of the race cars from the Lagonda Heritage. And if you can imagine going 105 in this thing. Their theory back in the day was no seatbelts. So if the car went out of control and flipped in the air, which a lot of these ended up doing, the driver would be thrown clear of the seat and hopefully land on the ground and not have the car fall on top of them. That was their thinking of safety in the 20s and earlier. Again, a very beautiful book. You can see all the nice, cool looking cars in here. There's one of them. Another one of them. So if you're into these nice old classic car books and you need references, material and stuff, this one is the one for you. Check all that out, eh? Check it out, eh? Okay, so just before we carry on with some books, I hear a car horn going off in the background. Oh, somebody got it. Okay, good. So, my name is Trevor Selesky, of course, owner of Monster Hobbies Online. Our website is www.monster-hobbies.ca. It is a Canadian-based website. I had to move the camera over. It's a Canadian-based website, so all our prices are in Canadian dollars. So if you see something there you like and it looks expensive, just change the currency conversion rate, because I know a lot of people are joining from the US, like Rod Rages from Texas here, for example. And then we have Canadian regulars. So that's where your prices are. So as of the making of this video on December 5th, 2021, the model kits, books, and everything else are here while supplies last. We cannot guarantee that they will be there later, but hopefully later there'll be something to replace them. So that's what I'm going for. So we're priced in Canadian dollars. We offer free shipping on Canadian orders over $75. We can ship worldwide. As a matter of fact, we'll let some papers fall down in the background here. Oh, don't fall back there. Okay. Here's where I've shipped to over my many years of doing this. We've been in business 17 years. So this is, of course, a map of Canada. So we've gone all the way out to Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Alberta, British Columbia. We just mailed something off to the Northwest Territories. And then down into the States, we have quite a lot over here in the original 13 colonies. And then going out to California and everywhere else. And then we've shipped as far away as Brazil. And we also have this sort of corridor here going down from Finland, Sweden, all the way through Germany. Somehow I didn't get into France, but got along the borders of France. And then we got into Italy and the United Kingdom coming down this way. So we have shipped quite into many places. I have one for Australia, but it's just like one Australia and a pin. Not too exciting. So just so you know, and if you enter the promo code YouTube, you can save 10% at the checkout. Now that is for anybody. Anyone can do that. And then if you go on the sidebar on our website there, you can also sign up for our newsletter. So now let's carry on with our exposure of the books. So we have the Rolls-Royce Heritage as well. This is another Osprey classic marquise. I'm trying to read this in reverse from the screen. So it took Frederick Henry Rolls and the Honorable Charles Stewart Rolls just a few short years in the burgeoning car industry to produce a vehicle deemed worthy of the advertising slogan, "the best car in the world." The Silver Ghost was the first of a series of magnificent cars. The 20 horsepower, the Baby Rolls, the overhead valve Phantom 1, the Phantom 2, and the 1936 V12 Phantom 3. Richard Byrd has photographed these and the post-war Silver Wraith, Silver Dawn, and Silver Cloud in all their guises. The employment of different co-builders working upon the Rolls-Royce chassis lends this book to a wonderful visual diversity. Number one is asking Trev, if I'm hunting a specific die cast that may not be produced anymore, can you track one down? I can try. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I can try. Thanks for the question. Okay, so looking again, you've got all these nice photographs in here of the different Rolls Royces. They don't have the Rolls Canardly in here. And the Rolls Canardly, how did that go? Can get up one hill, but can hardly get up the other. Anyway, that was a joke my dad used to always say. And then does the Bentley fit in the Rolls or something else? That was another thing. So again, lots of nice photographs. That's a Phantom 3. Look at these nice big monster cars. There's the guy. There's the cowl. There's the length of the hood. The V12 or something sitting underneath there. Gorgeous cars. So this book could be yours. Please pick one up so I don't have to have this in my house anymore. Anyway. Okay, so which way does the Benz bends? It bends the Mercedes way. This is a history of superlative engineering from a compressor to S-Class. Wow, today's not my read backwards day, is it? So this one, again, has the Mercedes compressor. There's nothing really on the back, just other titles that they have. But of course, that would be the new Mercedes, newish Mercedes at the time of writing this book. But there you get the nice type cars in there. This is the 300S. 300S marked a post-war return to the real Mercedes-Benz. Okay, there's one of the motors. Quite a lot of nice brass and aluminum on there, metal, iron, and whatnot. Oh, this one here, I think you can get the Johann model of that. I think my dad has one, but it's all built up, which I hope to be inheriting at some time. There's another nice beauty. But I have to go many miles to pick up anything that I could potentially be inheriting. Many, many, many miles. A couple of provinces, actually. So there we go. So nice stuff. There, I think this is the compressor here. I almost took my nose out. Yeah, so some really cool stuff. And if you're into custom Rolls or Mercedes-Benz, pardon me, I also have this really cool book from Osprey. Some people are never satisfied. One could make a very strong case to the chagrin of a certain British manufacturer, Rolls-Royce, that the best cars in the world are built by Mercedes-Benz. Some customers nevertheless take their cars straight from Stuttgart to a body shop for restyling. For some, bullet and bomb proofing is de rigueur. For others, the engine just doesn't have enough grunt and needs upgrading. Photographer David Sparrow has pursued the bespoke Merc from the world-famous coach builders Ducatelet to tuners Glocal to AMG, Muscleman, and others, and includes a fascinating insight into what Porsche do to the 500e. That was quite a lot for me to read, actually. It took the wind out of me. So here's one of the Mercedes right there, the Rude one. Maybe a bit kind of overdone for some of you out here. This book, let's see if it says when it was published. 1995. So yeah, this was sort of what was going on in European customizing back then. I guess that was considered pretty awesome. But still, there's some nice history in here. Oh, look, there's a Mercedes-Benz tractor. So yeah, quite a lot of nice stuff going on. There's one of the Messerschmitts. Looks like almost looks metallic, but it's the roof ceiling lights shining down from above. Pardon me. Then we got that nice slope back there with the spare tire underneath in the back. It's pretty cool. There's one of the early engines in there. But then we get into, of course, the more modern customs and what they do at the different shops for these things. So again, another nice coffee table book. Maybe impress the ladies or something. I don't know. Okay, so then we get into two more books. Now, these ones are hardcover. Well, this one is anyway. This is Corvette, America's Sports Car. Nice book. Very nice. So this again goes up to the C5 series, 5th generation. But quite a nice one for your collection. So what it says here on the back, sports cars were still a rare breed in America in the days just prior to the Corvette's birth in 1953. Though almost eliminated in the early days, the Corvette has strongly endured over 4 decades after its humble birth as America's sports car. Corvette chronicles the history of the Corvette from the earliest first-generation solid-axle Corvettes to the latest 5th-generation C5. The book highlights dream and show cars, racers, Zora Arkus-Duntov prototypes, and one-offs in other Corvettes, such as the Stingray that played a significant role in the car's famous history. Featured are first-hand accounts by major figures in the development of the Corvette, including Robert Cumberford and Larry Shinoda, as well as previous interviews with the famous late Zora Arkus-Duntov. A full-color gallery of new photographs by Randy Leffingwell and David Newhart highlight the book, along with rare archival black and white photos featuring period racing advertisements and magazine covers. So again, lots of really nice stuff in here. There's some of the artist sketches, as well as building this really complex-looking space frame, what we would call now a space frame, but I think back in those days, they called it a space frame. Okay, never mind. They're calling it a space frame in the book anyway. So there's some of the Corvette Racing from the early 50s. Actually, this style came out in 58, so maybe early 1960 kind of thing. Again, quite a nice thing. It's got a big write-up on Bill Mitchell. There's the 62 Corvette in here. then some of the later racing 63, some of these cars. I know you can get some models of these. Can't remember the company. It's got an American flag on the box, sort of as an emblem. What else do we got here? There's a nice barn with a 1968 Corvette sitting out in front. And the Mako Shark 2. I got a model of that. It's a MPC kit and goes together really badly. There's some of the cool Callaway style Corvettes and everything else. So again, another nice, awesome hardcover Corvette book that we have available on our website. And then we have this one as well, which is our last book. This is the Chevrolet Hot Ones, 1955, 56, and 57. Now, this book is dedicated just to the 3 years of cars. Hey, that was a good idea. Hang on. That's how thick the Corvette book is, in case you're wondering. So you do get quite a lot of info in that book. So then there's this one. I'll read the back. I don't think I've done that in these videos. The Hot One, as Chevy's 1955 ad calls. Let's start again. The Hot One, as Chevy's 1955 ads called it, really was. In one model year, Chevrolet managed to wipe away its stodgy stovebolt reputation with a new car that was utterly unlike its staid 1954 offering. It was as if Pat Boone had become Elvis Presley overnight. Chevrolet managed to maintain the momentum for the next 2 years, beautifying and refining its winner in 1956 and giving it a strong makeover in 1957. With a host of options all 3 years and a variety of engines to choose from, the 55 to 57 Chevy could play any role the buyer desired, from basic transport to drag strip terror. Chevrolet's Hot Ones 55, 6, and 7 examines the history and legend surrounding what have become 3 of the most beloved years in Chevy's history. With 175 images, including black and white factory photos, ads, and stunning photography, this is a beautiful book for all fans of the classic tri-Chevys. So wouldn't you love to have this book? Take a look at some of the cool things. Now, I do believe that's the, 1 millionth Chevrolet. Does it say quickly where I can see this? 50 millionth car. That's right. The 50 millionth Chevrolet rolled out of the factory for 1955. And that's a picture of it at the press conference. And then there you've got that nice advertising for the Bel Air. Yeah. See it now at your Chevrolet dealer. There's a nice black and white model for 55. There's some of the details of the station wagon, the opening sliding windows. That, of course, is the Nomad. Some of the dimensions and whatnot in here. So again, quite a nice book to add into your collection with many, many pages. So check that out at our website, www.monster-hobbies.ca. So I'll just put that to the end, the magic one to the end. So one thing, I've got to add these to my website, but they are around. They will be going up soon. I said that last week. Okay, so what we have here are the Hot Wheels. These are 56 Ford F100 sedan deliveries, and the front will flip open, and you can see that nice engine in there. I've got them in the silver or red versions, 2 separate cars. And then alongside that, for Ford, I also have these 1949 style Fords, again from Hot Wheels. So you got the green one with the green flames, I guess, yeah. And then the white one down below with the white flames. Anyway, so that's those 2 as well. I got to get on that. And then we've got 2 Corvairs from different time periods. Now, a lot of these Hot Wheels are from around 2000, so there you go. Yeah, so some nice Chevy Corvairs in there. And then I do have 2 that are different from each other. We've got a Mustang and a Maverick. The Maverick was the first run edition of this Hot Wheel pressing. So again, you can see it's a nice one. And there is our Mustang. silver with white and blue stripes. So another bunch of coolness you'll find at Monster Hobbies. So let's just ask the question that is burning in everybody's mind right now. How many of you seen the new Ghostbusters movie? And what do you think of that? I liked it. Number one is asking, is that when they wanted you to see the USA in your Chevrolet? See the USA in your Chevrolet. Yeah, with Dinah Shore. That was back then. Okay, so there is the Ghostbusters 2 version of the Ecto 1, the Ecto 1A. This is the Frightening Lightning version. And of course, you've got those nice signs up top saying we're back. And again, another nice one that I need to upload on there. Yeah, 1964, like the Ghostbusters movie. It was good. I thought it was a really good wrap up. We finally got to see it in our local theater because they have a limited capacity, and of course it's COVID, so everybody's got to be sitting 4 seats away from everybody else and all that stuff. So we got up to the doors, and there was like 2 people ahead of us, and they closed the doors. So none of the 2 people ahead of us or us got to see it. So we had to wait till my wife had another night off, and we got there, and we were the first ones sitting at the door that time, and we we got in right away. And now it's no longer at the theater, so that's always good. So there we have those Ghostbusters. And then I'll just go back to, we offer these stickers as well that you can buy on our website. They have the website on there. These ones you can put on a 1/25th scale van. Then I've got this size as well. These include right and left hand side of the little Frankie driving his car. And then I've got the little tiny ones. And these ones are designed to fit on the Hot Wheels Super Van. So if you have some of these in your collection and, you know, they're all kind of played with and busted up or whatever, and you want to repaint them, you can get this nice little sticker, put them on the sides, right and left hand side. So again, quite a cool thing for Monster Hobbies. And what else? I think I pretty much went through everything there. Now let's just turn this back into the crummy window so that I'm at least looking at you. So in summary, there's lots of cool model cars and everything over at monsterhobbies.ca. So what we have is, so my name is Trevor Slescu, owner of Monster Hobbies in High River, Alberta, Canada. As of the making of this video on December 5th, these model kits are for sale while supplies last. We cannot guarantee that they will be here at a later date, but fingers crossed that I can bring in some new replacement stuff that you haven't seen yet. And that's what I've been really wanting to do this month, but it's been kind of slow for sales. Let's hope that picks up. All right, anyway, our site is priced in Canadian dollars. We can ship anywhere in Canada, USA, around the world, you name it. We offer a tracking number. 1964 BC can tell you that I've sent a bunch of stuff to him and he's got every single one. Maybe you should do that. Anyway, it's your testimonial, not mine. Okay. We offer free shipping on Canadian orders over $75. When it comes to shipping anywhere else, I'll always try to find the best rate that I can. We accept PayPal and credit cards on our secure payment system. So that means that if you wanted to buy like this Ghostbusters, right? You contacted me through our secure cart, put that in your cart and went to the checkout, that after the transaction is over, all your history, credit card history, and any of that kind of thing are eliminated right on the spot. No one can access it, not even me. I'm not selling your valuable information to like China or Russia or anything like that. So everything is secure. It's just you, me, and that Interact terminal, and that's it. So again, some nice secure stuff. And if you use the promo code YouTube, which I'll just put into the sidebar right here. Yeah, thanks. 1964 BC says he's happy with my service. Okay, so we are located at www.monster-hobbies.ca. And that promo code is YouTube. So if you put that in the checkout, you will save 10% off your next purchase. So 10%, that's a pretty good sized chunk. It could mean the difference between like maybe getting, if you wanted the sticker set, getting it for free because the 10% would suck in the price of the stickers. So again, lots of neat stuff. And if you sign up on this side of the screen over at our website, there is a newsletter there. And in the newsletter, I'm trying to get those out twice a month. And I'm going to start putting in some tips and texts just so it's not so, here's all the stuff for sale heavy. I want some benefit to come in, almost like the blueprinter from AMT. And another thing I have is I've got an Instagram as well and a Patreon. So Patreon it's sort of set up like the Knights of Old. So the Knights of Old would go around from town to town, and nobles and whatever, they like the knights needed suits of armor, horses, food, place to stay, and whatever. So patrons, which were like lords and ladies or whoever wanted to support a knight, would give them a little bit of money here and there, and the knight could use that in order to keep things up, like the horse and the stable boy and everything else. So Patreon is the modern version of that patronage back in the day. And you can join Patreon if you use your PayPal account. So you have to set up a Patreon account and then you can use your PayPal. And I am offering all these slot car builds that I did back in the day, over like 66 different builds. And that's what I offer on my Patreon channel. And if you can only give once a month on Patreon, just think of me for the next time. Please think of me for the next time. So at any rate, I'd like to thank everyone for joining in and sticking around. I know these little sales sort of live streams are quite a bit different from, during the week when I'm showing the model cars that I built, or like yesterday where we all get together and get to build a model as a group. So this is sort of the business end of it. But again, it still reminds you that I'm out there and that there's cool stuff you could pick up. So until next time, everybody, I want to wish you, and to the other side, a happy building. I will be releasing a new video this week, and that is the GMC Wrecker, the 1977. That's the last of our 1977 models. And I've got to really get on filming 1978. I'm going to see if I can invite Danny over to do a few more of the unboxings, and it should all be fun. So until, let's see, when is it? Wednesday, I'll be doing the Cars in My Collection live stream. So we will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, and then again doing the build on Saturday, and the 1977 GMC Wrecker on Friday. So until next time, everybody, happy model building.